Reptilian humanoids, or anthropomorphic reptiles, are fictional creatures that appear in folklore, fiction, and conspiracy theories. Let's see who's slow enough to think they're fictional creatures.
The Western people, because they have absolutely no understanding of the Jinn, then they talk about these creatures who are called reptilian, and that this reptilian, they occupy many of high society's people. They run and govern many organizations, and then the ones who want to critique it, they make fun of it and say, oh, look, these people say like they're like lizard people. They're going around and they're overtaking the human person and becoming lizard people. No, it has nothing to do with that at all. This is a breed and a category of the Jinn, whom are unseen. And that when they manifest, and they manifest in the nature and in the character which Allah gave to them of a reptilian form, that they are green, they look like lizards, and they have a different shape and different shapes, and they have a dirty nature, violent nature, and that their food are the flesh and bones of mankind. That these creatures are of a subtle nature, and they don't need to occupy somebody in a physical realm because they're not physical. They occupy humans by possession. They possess the human being. And once they enter into the human facility or the human being, they overtake all of their faculties of that insan. They see through their eyes, they talk through their lips, they move through their hands, and the appetite and the desires that they have overtake that human being, and that human begins to no longer eat like insan. So it means that these are a category of possession, these are a category of the Jinn nations, and it's very easy for them to overtake this dunya. So when people don't understand that, how do they have the ruling class? Well, because they operate under a different set of rules. They merely enter into them, and they overtake that individual, and now they operate and own everything that individual owned. Whatever corporation he had, whatever home, whatever house, whatever that individual owns, that Jinn now owns it, runs it, and occupies it. Allah only knows what type of nefarious activities are involved with these people. Even they begin to look not human anymore.
understand what they looking at, man. The fast sheep, but I'm way past all this physical crap, man. I'm in the spiritual, bro. I see things on a higher level. I see things from the top of the pyramid, man. You know what I'm saying? The average person can't even understand this. They don't even want to understand it because it takes too much for a person to have to come to grips with what this is here, man. This cannot be touched, Freddie G. If you really think about everything you've been told your whole life before you got woke and all of this, well, we think we woke, you know what I'm saying? When you was going through religion as a child, you heard about this serpent all of your life. The serpent was more subtle than any other beast of the field that the Lord God had made. We heard that in the allegory called the Bible. And guess who manufactured that book that we got called the Bible? Do you actually think these are not the rulers of this earth, blood? These are the rulers, man. This is a baby you're looking at right here. Imagine a full-grown one of these. Imagine these high-level Luciferians that we listening to in the radio, in our cars, watching on TV all day. They throwing up signs and symbols all day. Who are they throwing up signs and symbols and allegiance with? You looking at it, pal. You think these people, the world rulers at the highest level, don't get took in a room sometime at some point in time? And they actually get shown these things? When a person thinking on a lower vibrational level, they cannot phantom these type of things. This stuff is real as the next air you about to breathe in, partner. Only through man could they live in the world. In ages past were they conquered by masters, driven below to the place whence they came. But some there were who remained, hidden in the spaces and plains unknown to man. Lived they in the lands of shadows, but at times they appeared among men. When the blood was offered, for they came, they to dwell among men. In the form of man, they amongst us, but not only to sight were they as are men, serpent-headed, when the glamour was lifted, but appearing to man as men among men. Crept they into the councils, taking forms that were like unto men, slain by the arts, the chiefs of the kingdom, taking their form. Only by magic, technology, could they be discovered. Only by sound, technology, could they be seen. Sought they from the kingdom of shadows to destroy man and rule in his place. But know ye, the masters were mighty in magic, able to lift the veil from the face of the serpent, able to send him back to his place. Came they to man and taught him the secret, the word that only a man can pronounce. Swift then they lifted the veil from the serpent and cast him forth from the place among men. Yet beware, the serpent still liveth in a place that is open at times to the world. Unseen, they walk among thee, in places where the rites have been said. Again, as time passes onward, shall they take the semblance of man.
Islamic preacher, Yusuf Estes, is the founder and host of Guide TV. Interestingly, during one of his services, Yusuf's head briefly transformed into a reptilian-looking creature.
And I don't do it through debates. I don't need to debate any Christian. I was a Christian. I am a Muslim. If you want, I can give you both sides, easy. But he will ask you if you delivered the message. I'll play both parts. I'll be the Christian and tell you this, and then I'll be the Muslim and give the answer. You were at a place and you saw somebody change their religion to another religion in the temple of that religion, and the father was the priest there. What would you think?
As previously mentioned, most alleged reptilians are identified by facial transformations, including notably the eyes. In one video, taken from the BBC programme Antiques Roadshow, an unidentified person oddly stares at the camera. Further, his eyes appear far larger than normal. Another transformation revolves around the tongue. In 1995, NBC News reporter Isaiah Carey supposedly swallowed a grasshopper during one take. However, others believe that both the grasshopper and Carey's exaggerated reaction were merely a distraction away from the tongue. Bizarrely, it appears to be too large, an odd colour, and generally distorted.
What
what really happened on that Thursday here at Augusta High School that led to Chris Wood's death.
Only by magic, technology, can they be discovered. Only by sound, technology, can their faces be seen. Many of you watching this, you still can't believe it. You can't fathom that your favorite celebrity or some of these people that you just seen on this documentary have something going on with them like this. You just can't believe that. Do you know that from the time you were born, that you came into this world, you have been prepped to be a sheeple? You have been prepared from kindergarten to college to be blind to the fact of the real world. The world you living in right now, where you don't know this, is the Matrix.
See, I got real Illuminati bloodline. Turn the camera on, hold it. Now watch this. See that? See that thing, my identity hidden, man. Fuck you think they gonna do if they see me with this shit? They might kill my ass.